Hello friends, Namaskar. I am back with the fourth episode of SRCC Talks and today the subject is going to be business studies. तो दोस्तों बिजनेस स्टडीज़ एक ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जो शुरुआत से लेकर अंत तक पूरी तरह से थ्योरी सब्जेक्ट है और इसे कुछ लोगों ने रोट लर्निंग के शहंशाह का नाम भी दे दिया है। ऐसे में ये देखना बहुत ज़रूरी हो जाता है कि बिजनेस स्टडीज़ से रिलेटेड क्या प्रेजेंटेशन टिप्स हों और इसमें सेंटम स्कोर कैसे किया जाए। So no worries when SRCC seniors are with you and we are going to tell you the best experiences that we have learned during our school time. Keep watching, stay tuned. What should be the best approach towards solving case studies? Are they really difficult?
सबसे पहले तो आपको अपना एक मिथ ब्रेक करना पड़ेगा कि केस स्टडीज आर डिफिकल्ट. केस स्टडीज आर नॉट एट ऑल डिफिकल्ट. They are just the practical application of what you have studied in your theoretical portion. Right. So I would like to advise you here that before diving directly into the practice of case studies, first of all, be very clear with your conceptual clarity of all the concepts in your subject. Until and unless you're not cleared with all the concepts of your business studies, you will not be able to solve the case studies at all. So पहले अपने concepts clear कीजिए, and trust me, जब आपके concepts clear होंगे, then you will be able to solve the case studies in a much lesser time frame and with much ease.
Which book should I refer, NCERT or some reference book?
Studies paper, then they are quite theoretical, so I guess reference book won't be of much needed or much useful source here, because the NCERT books will provide you with each and every detail, and you just need to, the thing you need to do on your part is that you need to go through each and every line thoroughly and just highlight the key words as well side by side, so it will help you to answer the direct questions easily, and also the highlighting of keywords will help you do the case studies. And if you look at the theory papers, they do sound simple, but they aren't. You just need to have a smart and sharp preparation.
Is there any deduction in marks if we write in our own language?
No, never. Business studies, as we all know, is a theory subject, but it is conceptual too. From junior classes, we have a mindset that if something has a theory part in it, then we have to memorize it word by word. Otherwise, we will not be awarded full marks by our teacher. But guys, in classes 11th and 12th, especially in boards, the paper checker wants to know exactly how much we knows. Okay, so always keep in mind, the one who writes the answer in their own language will always have the upper hand over the one who just writes the bookish language. And also in business studies, as we all know, most of the questions consist of case studies. So according to me, try learning and understanding the concept other than just memorizing it word by word. Okay?
What is the significance of sample papers and previous year papers?
Yes, the previous year papers do play an important role in your preparation for business studies examination, because the previous year papers gives you a gist of the style and pattern of the questions that are generally asked in the board examination. The another benefit that you will get after solving the previous year paper is that you will be able to identify a trend and the pattern of the questions that are often repeated in the examination in most of the years. So what you can do is that you can emphasize much upon those topics which are often repeated and prepare those topics well beforehand. And when it comes to sample paper, I would like to advise you here that if you are able to complete your paper in the 3 hours time period, so I won't say that you should solve much sample papers. But if you are facing time management issues in solving your paper, then of course you can practice sample papers.
Is BST really about rote learning or one should focus more on conceptual learning?
Well, let me get this straight. Rote learning may help you to ease out this paper, but I'm pretty sure that there are going to be negative impacts if you look at the long-term procedure. So no matter what, be it any paper, practical or theoretical, just stick to the conceptual clarity.
What presentation tips would you give to secure an edge over others in the examination?
Talking about the presentation tips, I will tell you what I did. I used to write the answers in points and always tried avoiding writing them in paragraphs. Also in points, firstly I used to give a small heading and then explaining that heading under that point. One more thing which I did was including flowchart in any of the answer if they consist of the same. Okay, always remember, writing answers in points is more easier and convenient than writing the same thing in paragraphs. Also, if you think any of the answer can include flowchart in it, then you must include it. Okay. One more thing, always underline subheadings and headings while writing any answer. Okay.
So friends, I hope this video will prove beneficial for you. We as your seniors wish for your better scores as well as your better future. So please study hard and keep watching the videos of the other series, and do remember to share, subscribe our series and the channel, and also tell your comments in the comment section so that we know what things we can include in the other videos. Okay, thank you so much for watching the series. Bye bye, good luck.